आप सभी का मेरे चैनल पे बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। आज से हम फिज़ियोथेरेपी से रिलेटेड जितने भी गवर्नमेंट जॉब या फिर एमपीटी के एंट्रेंस एग्ज़ाम जो होते हैं उसके लिए जो भी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, जो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, उसका हम यहाँ पे एमसीक्यू कराएंगे। जो अभी मैं लेके आया हूँ वो 50 क्वेश्चंस हैं इम्पॉर्टेंट, जो ऑलरेडी एग्ज़ाम्स में आ चुके हैं। अगर आपको इस चैनल पे जो भी कंटेंट दिए जा रहे हैं अगर वो अच्छे लगे तो आप कृपया करके इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को शेयर भी करें ताकि लोग मेरे चैनल पे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग जुड़ सकें। तो हम शुरू करते हैं देरी ना करते हुए। पहला क्वेश्चन है न्यूरोलॉजिकल साइंस, अपर मोटर न्यूरॉन या लोअर मोटर न्यूरॉन से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन है, सेक्शन 1, जिसमें क्वेश्चन नंबर ए है या पहला है, ए पॉजिटिव बेबिन्स्की साइन इन दिस एक्सटेंशन ऑफ ग्रेटर टो एंड फाइनिंग ऑफ अदर्स इज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ लोअर मोटर न्यूरॉन लीजन, अपर मोटर न्यूरॉन लीजन, सेरेब्रल लीजन या बसल गेंग्लिया लीजन। तो इसका आंसर है आंसर नंबर बी। इसका बेबिन्स्की साइन इंडिकेट्स डैमेज टू द कॉर्टिकोस्पाइनल ट्रैक्ट, सो यूएमएन लेवल यूएमएन। एंड नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज गोवर साइन इज क्लासिकली सीन इन चिल्ड्रन विथ विच कंडीशन, सेरेब्रल पाल्सी, ड्यूचेन मस्कुलर डिस्ट्रॉफी, इसको हम डीएमडी भी बोलते हैं, देन स्पाइना बाइफिडा, एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज डाउन सिंड्रोम। सो आंसर इज बी, डचमैन मस्कुलर डिस्ट्रॉफी। इसकी एक्सप्लेनेशन भी है। ये जितने भी पीडीएफ हैं वो ये पीडीएफ आपको मैं मेरे ये इंस्टाग्राम चैनल पे मिल जाएगा। आप मुझे कमेंट कर दीजिएगा, आपको ये पीडीएफ मैं भेज दूंगा। चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है बेवर साइन, अपवर्ड मूवमेंट ऑफ द अम्प्लाइकस ऑन नेक्स्ट नेक फ्लेक्शन इंडिकेट्स वीकनेस ऑफ अपर एब्डोमिनल्स, लोअर एब्डोमिनल्स, डायफ्राम, हिप फ्लेक्सर्स। देन ऑप्शन इज आंसर इज लोअर एब्डोमिनल्स, T10 to T12। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं। लैरमिड साइन, इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक सेंसेशन डाउन द स्पाइन एंड नेक फ्लेक्शन इज कॉमन इन मल्टीपल स्क्लेरोसिस, पार्किंसन डिजीज, स्ट्रोक और बेल्स पाल्सी। सो आंसर इज मल्टीपल स्क्लेरोसिस। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज होपमैन साइन इज एन अपर लिम इक्विवेलेंट ऑफ विच रिफ्लेक्स, सो बाइसेप जर्क, बेबिन्स्की साइन, ग्रास रिफ्लेक्स, मोरो रिफ्लेक्स। सो आंसर इज बेबिन्स्की साइन। क्वेश्चन नंबर नेक्स्ट, कर्निक साइन इज इंडिकेटिव ऑफ फर्स्ट वन sciatica, second one meningitis, third one hip fracture, and fourth one is ACL tear. So option is B, meningitis. Brudzinski sign, neck flexion causes involuntary hip or neck flexion is seen in meningitis, stroke, spinal stenosis or cervical spondylitis. Cervical spondylosis. So option A is right answer, meningitis. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं। रोमबर्ग साइन इज पॉजिटिव इन विच पेशेंट, सेरेब्रल अटेक्सिया, सेंसरी अटेक्सिया, वेस्टिबुलर अटेक्सिया और फ्रंटल लोब लीजन। सो आंसर इज बी, सेंसरी अटेक्सिया। क्वेश्चन नंबर नेक्स्ट है 9, बैटल साइन, ब्रूजिंग ओवर द मस्टोइड प्रोसेस सजेस्ट द मैंडिबुलर फ्रैक्चर, बेसिलर स्कल फ्रैक्चर, नजल फ्रैक्चर, सर्वाइकल स्पाइन इंजरी। सो आंसर बी इज द राइट आंसर, बेसिलर स्कल फ्रैक्चर। क्वेश्चन नंबर 10, रैकोन आइज पेरीऑर्बिटल इक्मोसिस इज अ साइन ऑफ, रैकोन आइज पेरीऑर्बिटल इकाइमोसिस इज अ साइन ऑफ ऑर्बिटल फ्रैक्चर और बेसिलर स्कल फ्रैक्चर। नेक्स्ट वन इज नजल फ्रैक्चर, नेक्स्ट आई इन्फेक्शन और स्ट्रोक। सो ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट आंसर, ऑर्बिटल फ्रैक्चर और बेसिलर स्कल फ्रैक्चर। सेक्शन 2, ऑर्थोपेडिक साइन आर शोल्डर एंड एल्बो। क्वेश्चन नंबर 11, सल्कस साइन इज यूज टू एसेस anterior shoulder instability, posterior shoulder instability, inferior shoulder instability, multidirectional, and then last one is impingement. So option C is the right answer, inferior shoulder instability. And question number 12, Hornblower sign indicates a tear of supraspinatus, teres minor or infraspinatus, and next one is subscapularis, and last one is biceps. So Hornblower sign indicates a tear of, option number B is the right answer, teres minor or infraspinatus. In this, patient cannot externally rotate the arm to touch their mouth as if blowing a horn. Next question is Popeye sign is seen in triceps rupture, rupture of long head of biceps, deltoid atrophy, and last one is pec major rupture. So Popeye sign is option number B, rupture of long head of biceps. The muscle belly balls up distally in the arm due to proximal tendon rupture. Question number 14, piano K sign at the shoulder or clavicle indicates AC joint dislocation, SC joint dislocation, clavicle fracture or shoulder dislocation. piano K sign at the shoulder clavicle indicates. Option number A is the right answer, AC joint dislocation. In this, the distal clavicle pops up and can be pushed down like a piano K. And now next question, question number 15. Drop arm sign is positive in full thickness rotator cuff supraspinatus tear, bicipital tendonitis, adhesive capsulitis, or labral tear. So option number A is the right answer, full thickness rotator cuff supraspinatus tear. In this, patient cannot slowly lower the arm from abduction; it drops suddenly. Section number 3, wrist and hand signs. Question number 16. Tenal sign at the wrist is used to diagnose D. Querens tenosynovitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, Galilean cyst, ulnar nerve entrapment. So carpal tunnel syndrome is the right answer. In this, tapping over the median nerve reproduces tingling or paresthesia. Question number 17. Fromat's sign. In this, flexion of IP joint of thumb during pinch indicates paralysis of flexor pollicis longa, adductor pollicis longa, adductor pollicis. In this, ulnar nerve, abductor pollicis brevis, and last one is opponent's pollicis. So option B is the right answer, abductor pollicis, ulnar nerve. In this, patient uses FPL, flexor pollicis longus median nerve, to compensate for the weak adductor pollicis. Wartenberg sign, inability to adduct the little finger, is seen in option number A, median nerve palsy, ulnar nerve palsy, radial nerve palsy, and last one is axillary nerve palsy. Wartenberg sign is seen in option number B, ulnar nerve palsy. In this, the little finger drifts into abduction due to weak introsi. And next question, 19. Benediction sign, Bisoup hand, appears when the patient attempts to make a fist and is caused by high median nerve palsy, ulnar nerve palsy, radial nerve palsy, or claw hand. Benediction sign appears when the patient attempts to make a fist and is caused by option number is the right answer, high median nerve palsy. Index and middle finger cannot flex due to paralysis of FDS and FDP, lateral up. Next question, OK sign, anterior anterocii nerve syndrome. Test fails if the patient creates a tip to tip pinch, pad to pad pinch, or flat pinch. Next one, fist, hook grips. So OK sign test fails if the patient creates a B, pad to pad pinch, flat pinch. Patient cannot flex the IP of thumb and the IP of index finger, FDP, FPL weakness. So they use the pads, pulp to pulp. Question number 21. Murphy sign at the head of third metacarpal level with others indicates scaphoid fracture, lunate dislocation, boxer fracture, Colles fracture. So answer is the B, lunate dislocation. In this, the third knuckle drops down, becoming level with the second and fourth due to loss of carpal height. Section number 4. Spine and hip signs. Question number 22. Trendelenburg sign is positive due to weakness of gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, iliopsoas, and quadriceps. So option B is the right answer, gluteus medius. In this, pelvis drops on the affected swing side when standing on the affected leg. Next question is 23. Gallagher sign, Alice sign is used to assess limb length discrepancy, DDH, scoliosis, knee stability, instability, ankle instability. So answer is the A, LLD, limb length discrepancy. Knee heights are uneven when hips or knees are flexed in supine, indicating femoral or tibial shortening or dislocation. Question number 24. Dreyman's sign, external rotation during hip flexion, is classic for disease, slipped capital femoral epiphysis, hip dislocation, OA hip. So answer is the B, slip capital femoral epiphysis. Explanation क्या है? Due to structural deformity, the hip cannot flex without externally rotating. Question number 25. Telescoping sign is positive in congenital hip dislocation, femoral fracture, knee dislocation, OA knee. So answer A is the right answer, congenital hip dislocation. Telescoping sign is positive. Excessive piston-like movement of the femur on the pelvis. Here is the explanation. Question number 26. Orthostatic sign, postural hypotension, is a drop in BP of less than 20 mm Hg systolic or less than 10 mm Hg diastolic. Answer number B is less than 5 mm Hg, greater than 10 mm Hg, or no changes. Next question is, Adams forward bend test revealing a rib hump is a sign of kyphosis, structural scoliosis, lordosis, spondylolisthesis. So answer is B, structural scoliosis. The vertebral rotation pushes the ribs posteriorly on the convex side. Next question 28. Faun's beard sign, tuft of hair on lower back, suggests spina bifida occulta, meningocele, scoliosis, spondylosis. Answer is A, spina bifida occulta. Explanation: a cutaneous marker of an underlying spinal defect. Section number is 5, knee, ankle and vascular signs. 29 question, posterior sag sign, Godfrey's sign indicates injury to anterior cruciate ligament, posterior cruciate ligament, medial collateral ligament, and the last one is meniscus. So answer is the B, posterior cruciate ligament. Explanation है, the tibia drops posteriorly due to gravity when the knee is flexed to 90 degrees. Question number 30, movie sign, theater sign, pain after prolonged sitting is characteristics of ACL tear, chondromalacia patella, PFPS, and meniscal tear, and last one is ONE. So movie sign or theater sign is characteristics of, answer number is B, chondromalacia patella. In this, increased patellofemoral compression during prolonged flexion causes ache. Question number 31, camel back sign, double hump on anterior knee is seen in patella alta, patella basa, Osgood-Schlatter disease, bursitis. So answer is the A, patella alta. One hump is the high riding patella, the second is the exposed infrapatellar fat pad. Question number 32, Hoffman sign, pain in calf and dorsiflexion, screens for deep vein thrombosis, ankylosing tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, and last one is varicose veins. So answer is the A, deep vein thrombosis. Though widely tufted, it has low sensitivity and specificity, but is a standard exam question. 33, too many toes sign viewed from behind indicates high arch pace caves, ankylosing foot, flat foot, tibialis posterior dysfunction, club foot, and metatarsalgia. So answer is the B, acquired flat foot. The forefoot abducts, making more toes visible from the posterior views. And next question 34, Mulder sign, click or pain when squeezing metatarsal heads indicates stress fracture, Morton's neuroma, plantar fasciitis, gout. So answer is the B, Morton's neuroma. In this, compression of the interdigital neuroma between the metatarsal heads. Next question is 35, Simmons-Thompson sign, no plantar flexion on calf squeeze indicates DVT, ankylosing tendon rupture, ankle sprain, and last one is sciatica. So right answer is the B, ankylosing tendon rupture. Next question 36, Stimmer's sign, inability to pinch skin on dorsal second toe is diagnostic of for venous edema, lymphedema, cardiac edema, and last one is DVT. So Stimmer's sign is the lymphedema sign. Next section 6, pediatric and miscellaneous sign. 37 question number, sunset sign, eyes looking for downward is a clinical feature of microcephaly, hydrocephalus, Down syndrome, or autism. So answer is the hydrocephalus. In this, increased intracranial pressure pushes the eye down, leaving the sclera visible above the iris. Question number 38, scarf sign is used to assess tone in shoulder, hypotonia preterm, and hip, neck, or trunk. So answer is the A, shoulder. In this hypotonic infants, the elbow crosses the midline like a scarf. Chopstick sign, twitching of facial muscle and tapping indicates hypercalcemia, hypocalcemia, and hypocalcemia also called tetany. Next one is facial palsy, last one is stroke. So is the right answer is the hypokalemia. Hyperexcitability of the facial nerve due to low calcium. Trotsy sign is also for hypocalcemia, hypertension, median nerve palsy, and last one is ulnar nerve palsy. Torsio sign is also carpopedal spasm after inflating BP cuff. Explanation is more specific for latent tetany than chopstick. So answer is the A, hypocalcemia. 41 question number, Levin's sign, clenched fist over chest is the universal sign for angina, myocardial infarction, respiratory distress, GERD, or rib fracture. So answer is the A, angina, myocardial infarction. In this, patient unconsciously describe the crossing nature of cardiac pain. Question number 42, tripod sign, leaning back on hands is seen in meningitis, sitting or hamstring tightness, quadricep weakness, abdominal weakness, and last one is hip weakness. So answer is the A, meningitis or hamstring tightness. Explanation, in meningitis, it prevents stretching inflamed meninges. In sports, it compensates for tight hamstring. 43 number question, sign of buttock pain or restriction with SLR and bent knee, suggest with hamstring tightness, sciatica, serious pathology, Abscess, tumor, fracture in the hip or pelvis, disc herniation. So answer is the C, serious pathology. Next question is 44. Dow-Barnes syndrome. Dow-Barnes syndrome is also pain and palpation disappears on abduction. Indicates in subacromial bursitis, rotator cuff tear, AC sprain, AC joint sprain, and last one is bicipital tendinitis. So answer is the subacromial bursitis. In this, as the arm abducts, the bursa slides under the acromion, becoming inaccessible to palpation. Pain disappear. 45 question number. Cannibal sign. 4 cardinal signs are diagnostic for carpal tunnel, flexor tenosynovitis, and depretin contracture, and last one is trigger finger. So answer is the B, flexor tenosynovitis. In this includes finger held in flexion, fusiform swelling, tenderness along sheath, and pain and passive extension. Question number 46. Valence sign is elicited by extending wrist for 60 seconds, flexing wrist for 60 seconds, tapping the wrist, and last one is resisted flexion. So answer is the Valence sign is elicited by flexing wrist for 60 seconds. Option number B is the right answer. 47 question number. Frankenstein sign is positive in carpal tunnel, decoherence tenosynovitis, trigger thumb, scaphoid fracture. So everyone knows answer of this question. Decoherence tenosynovitis is the right answer. In this, pain over radial styloid and ulnar deviation with thumb tucked. Clark sign, patella grind test for chondromalacia patella, ACL tear, meniscus tear, bursitis. So right answer is chondromalacia patella. In this, pain when contracting quads while therapist pushes patella distally. 49 number question. Double crush syndrome implies no compression at two sides, example neck and wrist, 2 bones broken, both arteries compressed, bilateral injury. So answer is the right answer, no compression at 2 sides, example neck and wrist. In this, proximal compression makes the distal nerve more susceptible to injury. 50 number question. Care sign in referred pain to the left shoulder indicates heart attack, ruptured spleen, gallstone, kidney stone. Care sign is ruptured spleen is the right answer. In this, blood irritates the diaphragm C3 to C5, referring pain to the supraclavicle region C3 to C4. These are 50 questions. These are all 50 questions, which is very important for every government job or MPT's entrance exam. अगर आप लोगों को ये अच्छा लगा तो आप इसको लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करें। आप लोगों को किसी स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक पे अगर ऐसे MCQ चाहिए तो आप इसको कमेंट कर सकते हैं। हाँ, दूसरा चीज़ और जो इम्पोर्टेंट है कि अगर इन सब में किसी क्वेश्चन में अगर कोई आपको डाउट हो या आपको लगे कि नहीं ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर गलत है तो आप मुझे